Yay, awesome. All right. So, hey everyone, welcome. Cynthia Ray here. I am excited to start our day one of our 5 day sugar/liver detox bootcamp challenge this week. I'm actually so impressed about how many women are interested in being brave and doing a sugar/liver detox right before like during the holiday season, just before Christmas starts. And this actually came about because there were several women who I had been connecting with, either personally or in my business, who were telling me they just really wanted to reset with sugar. And some of them had already done the sugar detox sugar detox book, and went through that course with me in my private group. And we're just kind of ready to reset again. So I thought I'd just throw in here a quick little 5 day group that we can do together. And I've done this before a few times actually and really loved it. So anyway, I'm happy that you're all here and that you're ready to get this done, in these 5 days of really resetting your relationship with sugar and yeah, just get it going. Okay, so let's dive in. I don't want to waste too much time because we have 30 minutes to get a lot of great stuff in. So my name is Cynthia Ray. I'm a registered dietitian and fitness specialist. I'm passionate about learning. I'm passionate about teaching. I'm passionate about helping women over 40 really reset their relationship with sugar, really learn how to eat according to this particular season of their life, because it's not like it used to be, in our 20s and 30s. Our bodies have changed and hormones change, just like we have since day one, of our development, from being a baby to a toddler, a child, a teen, a young adult, becoming pregnant, all of these hormonal things, and then going into aging and hormonal changes. So much has changed in our lives over these years. And it's just a matter of knowing what to do differently with your nutrition to get the results that you want. So anyway, okay. So if you are watching live right now or watching the recording, welcome. But go ahead and let's get to know each other a little bit, and go ahead and type into the chat box. Or if you're watching this via Zoom, you can reply via email to this, or just reply in our chat in our group. Where you're from. Tell me where you're from, where you're coming from, and tell me about the weather. Whenever I meet with my groups, my larger groups, and I like to know where people are from and what the weather's like over there. So I right now am in North Idaho, in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And the weather is cool, but it's not really snowy. We had some snow about a week and a half ago. And December 18th, not really any snow. So, but it's cool. It's probably like in the mid to high 30s. And yeah, and then in January, we're going to be heading down to Florida. My family and I go down to Florida for the winter and spring, the rest of the winter and spring. And I'm excited to see what the weather's going to be like down there when we get some more sun. So anyway, so welcome. Like I said, go ahead and tell me where you're from in the chat. Tell me what the weather's like and where you're at. So we are going to be doing something a little fun in this group in these 5 days. So I'm going to be giving away raffle prizes. Raffle prizes for those of you, well, a grand prize actually at the end for the person who attends the most live viewings of our boot camp. And then also we have a raffle prize that we do daily. And that is going to be for the people, those of you who do the end of the day homework assignment. It's basic, nothing too hard. And then post in the comments after this video is over and before tomorrow, letting me know that you completed it. So just so you know in advance, so for today's homework is going to be to go to the grocery store if you haven't already, or if you have, either way, go to the grocery store, stock up with foods that you're going to be needing for this week. And if it's at all possible, to do a little bit of a kitchen cleanup to kind of stock up with foods that or get rid of foods in your pantry or in your kitchen that aren't going to be serving you well this week, such as, foods with added sugar or just sugars. I know during the holidays it's hard because family wants to eat certain special foods, but if you can get rid of those, that would be awesome. Whatever you want to do with it, if you want to throw them away, if you want to put in the garbage disposal, if you want to give them away, whatever, or hide them away, maybe that'll help. So we're going to be this week eliminating sugar. We're going to be eliminating wheat. So anything made from wheat, we're going to be eliminating extra servings of fruit and alcohol this week, and any artificial sweeteners we're going to eliminate as well. Fix my lighting here. So really focusing in on foods that are higher in healthy fats, such as avocado, olives, olive oil. You can do butter. You can do meats that are higher in fat, like bacon, or certain cuts of meat that are a little higher in fat. You can do, what else is on my list? Peanut butter, nut butter, nuts. So things that are higher in healthy fats that are whole food. So the more whole or in its whole form that you can get it in, that's ideal. You want things that are minimally processed or unprocessed if possible. And of course, if you're eating your nut butters, you want to do it with no added sugar. So take a look at your labels and make sure that your peanut butter or nut butter, whatever you choose, cashew butter, sunflower seed butter, almond butter, have no added sugar. Okay. We're also going to be eliminating dairy this week. I forgot about that. So this is more of a paleo style diet. I have another course called the Ageless Body Blueprint. And in there, I'm helping women over 40 lose body fat as we age and reverse the aging process and all these amazing things. But in that group, we do more of a keto style meal plan. And when you get to that point later, if you want to know more about it, let me know. But in this group, we're going to be doing paleo. So paleo, we eliminate dairy. So we'll be doing that this week. And those foods we eliminate so that you can balance your blood sugar and keep it stable and keep cravings low. Because if you're having carby foods that spike your blood sugar and crash it down, or always keeping your blood sugar up, you're going to be craving carbs or sugar more. So really, essentially, the more of what you eat, the more you're going to crave of that thing. So if you are eating a higher fat, higher protein, also to healthy proteins, clean protein sources, healthy protein, and then also lower carbohydrate, it's going to help to stabilize your blood sugar and help to fend off cravings that much more easily. Okay. So the other thing too, I'm thinking about it, is you can also add in glutathione. Glutathione is a supplement that you can take that is actually found in our bodies already. It helps to detoxify. But that will help if you're feeling any detox symptoms while you're eliminating sugar and a few things this week. It'll help to get it out a little bit more quickly. You may experience some detox symptoms, which is actually a good sign. It doesn't feel great, but it's okay. It actually means that your fat cells are opening. So toxins are stored in your body fat cells. Okay. So when you're starting to clean up your diet, you're eliminating certain toxic foods, you are going to be opening up the fat cell, and the toxins are going to start coming out along with a little bit of body fat as well, which is nice. And then also some water. And when those toxins are circulating, you're going to notice that you might not be feeling so great. You might feel kind of like, it's almost like the flu, but it's minus the fever. So you shouldn't have an elevated temperature. So if you're feeling that way, kind of achy, kind of tired, maybe headachy, your energy's low, a lot of people, do end up with headaches, which are all normal detox symptoms. So if you're experiencing that, that's a good thing. That means you're doing exactly what you came here for, and your body's doing its thing. So that's why I also I'm incorporating an optional liver detox in this group as well. So with the liver detox, the reason why we do that is because our liver is our primary detox pathway. So if your liver is clogged up, if it's jammed up with toxins, if it's been overworked, if you've never done any kind of detox or liver detox in the past, then you're going to need to have that cleared up. So that way, when the toxins are circulating, you can more easily, your liver is more available to process them and rid them from your body more easily through urine, feces, or sweat. Even through our lungs, sometimes a secondary pathway, you can eliminate toxins, but you really want to keep your liver clear so you get the best results and you're not taxing it anymore, right? We don't want our poor liver to be clogged up and then we're trying to get rid of toxins and they can't go through or process correctly. And then you're really going to feel yucky. So if you would like, the liver detox is available. I know some of you did pick up a copy of it, which is awesome. So that liver detox meal plan is normally $17. Yeah, $17, but right now I have it half off for anybody doing this right now. It's $8.50. So it's a full meal plan, full explanation of liver detox, and it's primarily a plant-based diet. So there's no animal protein in it, and it's just for the week. So it's a 7-day one if you want to continue doing it, or you can do it for 5 days. That's fine too. And you'll have it in your library of things. So you can have it in your back pocket for future reference as well. But if you're also doing the liver detox, you're going to get twofold. You're going to get the liver detox and the sugar detox, since the meal plan is also sugar detox friendly. So if you want to do a liver detox, that would be great too. If you just want to do the sugar detox, that's fine. But if you feel like you're struggling with toxic load, let me know. Feel free, I'm your coach this week. Feel free to send me a message on Messenger and let me know if you need any help in any of those areas. I'm here to support you. Also, I'm not sure, some of you may have the copy of the full 21-day sugar detox book. And you know what the cool thing is? Today, December 18th, is actually the 1-year anniversary. I can't believe it's been so fast. The 1-year anniversary since the book was published and set up and available on Amazon. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's if you just go to my website, 21dayswithoutsugar.com, 21dayswithoutsugar.com. It's the number 2, the number 1, and then dayswithoutsugar.com. Go on there and you'll find the book there, and then all of the supplemental materials, the meal plan, the grocery list, the fitness plan, and then the link to my private group for that. So anyway, check it out if you haven't. And if you have the book and you haven't seen the stuff, you can go there. It's again, 21dayswithoutsugar.com. So anyway, you don't have to have the book for this group, but we will be starting that particular private group for the book January 1st. So you have it, if you haven't done it yet, mark your calendar, January 1st through January 21st. We're going to just dive right in on New Year's Day and start doing the full sugar detox together. It's essentially a daily devotional. It has some scripture and some content, some information about how to sugar detox, why we're doing it, and all of the implications that go along with it, that actually we'll be talking a little bit about this week as well. So again, welcome. If you haven't put in your name, tell me where you're from and tell me the weather, where it's like where you are. I'm actually on Zoom right now, so I'll have to check my Facebook. Let me check actually right now while I'm looking. Oh, hey, Anna and Velma. Hey, ladies. I'm just checking my Facebook to see who's here. Maybe there's some more, but I can't open it all the way. So welcome, ladies. Okay, so let me dive in a little bit further. So I told you the homework. I told you what we're going to be doing here. We'll be meeting for the next 5 days, Monday through Friday this week. The more often you come, the more likely you will be to win a prize at the end of the week. And then each day I'm going to be doing a raffle for the homework assignments that you do each day, and tell me that you complete them. All right, so I just don't want to miss anything here. All right. Okay, so hang on one second here. I have a new friend coming in. Okay. Exactly. Just want to make sure we're good. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right, try to grab my notes here. Okay, so one of the things that is also super helpful for you all this week is to know how to flush out toxins. So like I said, you can do it with regular exercise through sweating. You can do it with a binder. A binder is something that you could use. It's a supplement you can take that will help you to bind up the toxins. And I can share those supplements with you if you'd like. The other thing you can do is you can do some dry brushing. You can get a brush, like a bath brush, and you can dry brush your skin, and that'll help actually also release some toxins. You can do an infrared sauna if you'd like, and that'll help to reduce them as well. And also liver detoxing with the liver detox plan helps a lot too. Okay, the other thing is, if you are having some struggles with sugar, if you feel like this is really scary, which it completely can be, and I get it, it can be really scary. I do have a really cool sweet treat alternative list that you can use. It's my top 10 sweet treat alternatives that really give you the satisfaction of having something sweet and tasty. If you really feel like you need it, it's kind of like training wheels or like a crutch as you get started, which is totally fine. But it does not have any added sugar, or these things don't have any added sugar. So I will, when I'm done here, I'll add the link to our my post here or into the email, and you'll get that. So as a part of this group, you will also get the recordings in your email inbox, so you can watch them later. And for those of you who couldn't be on live today, you can have it for your video library. Okay, so also share that. And then the meal plan that you've gotten, if you don't have it already, also share a link for that. It's basically set up so you have a plan in place. You can either follow it completely to a T, or you can just use it for reference as an idea of how to balance out your diet for the week, or even if you want to just pick and choose some of those foods that are in there to give you some ideas of what to eat during this week. Like I said, we're eliminating refined sugar, honey, artificial sweeteners, dairy, alcohol, wheat products, and white rice for now. So this is just for these 5 days. But what you can do, though, it's not like we're not going no carb. So what you can do, though, is if you'd like to have some, you definitely can have 1 serving of fruit per day. If you want, you could have a serving of sweet potatoes, veggies, like I said, healthy fats, nuts, olives, avocado, bacon, and eggs. If you'd like paleo toast, you can try it. It's okay once in a while. I don't love it for all the time just because there's a lot of added ingredients and artificial things in there. But if you really want something bready, you can go for that if you really need it. All right. So there is a list, if you ever heard of it, called the Dirty Dozen. And the Dirty Dozen list is a list of foods that are highest in pesticide content, vegetables and fruits specifically, so produce, that are high in pesticide content. And it's this particular list I'll send you also the link to that, is going to show you what foods or fruits and vegetables that you want to get organic. Okay. So you don't have to buy everything organic, fruits and veggies, but there's just a certain list of things that you want to look out for to do that. For example, just gonna throw it out there. Strawberries, any kind of berries are going to be, you want those organic. Tomatoes, what else? More of the things that are more porous, pears and apples, you want to get those, but I'll send you the complete list so you can see that. But those are the ones you primarily want to get organic. All right. Okay, so let's kind of backtrack a little bit. So let's dive in a little bit further. So I want to share with you a list. It's actually in my book as well. And it's kind of like a little quiz. So let me go for it. So it says, does any of this sound like you? Do you eat sweets even when you're not hungry? Do you experience sugar withdrawal symptoms? Do you suspect that you might have an issue with drug or alcohol abuse? Do you have a family history of drug or alcohol abuse? When you get out of bed at night, do you eat sweets, or do you get out of bed to eat sweets in the middle of the night? Do you have any skin eruptions or breakouts? Do you experience constant fatigue? Find yourself hiding your sugar habit? Have headaches, not sleeping well, or waking up feeling nauseous? Have tooth decay or cavities? Feel hungry all the time even though you just ate? You tend to get bloated after you eat? Maybe you might feel shame or guilt when you eat sugar, or your liver is clogged up, and even with all of the dieting you've been doing, you still can't lose weight. So if you've answered if you answered yes to 3 or more of these, then you are in the perfect place. I'm so glad you're here, because we are about to reset your body, get you back on track, get your energy back, get the bloating down, talk about the emotional aspects of eating and why we choose the foods that we eat, especially sugar, and how it contributes to our emotional well-being, and how to learn how to get out of that. So as a registered dietitian, my specialty over the past 20 years is 25 years actually, has been eating behavior. And I used to work with eating disorders patients for about 20 years, anywhere from anorexia and bulimia to binge eating disorder, and everything else in between. There are things in between. So if you are needing help in the more of emotional behavioral aspect, I'm your girl. So let me know if you need help with that. Again, feel free to reach out to me if you need anything. All right. So I myself, if you read my book or haven't, I myself struggled with my own relationship with sugar in the past. It was very chaotic. I remember back in the 90s when fat-free was the thing. And if you eat fat, you get fat, which is funny because I'm teaching the total opposite now. The more fat you eat, the more fat you'll lose, which is true. And back then we weren't supposed to eat fat. And if you're taking fat out from food, it has to be replaced with something that has flavor. And so most food products were just had more added sugar in it because fat was taken out of it. So I really got addicted to sugar because I was wanting to not get fat, and I was eating fat-free foods, cookies. There's different kinds. What was that product that was out there? The green one. What's it called? Healthy Choice, Healthy Request. What was it called? Anyway, they had a lot of baked products, and that was like my go-to. And fat-free ice cream, and it was a struggle. I mean, I was exercising hard and doing all the things to stay lean and fit and trim in my college years, and just found myself in this chaotic relationship with food. And just it threw me into a spiral of weight and diet confusion, of not understanding my body. I was feeling terrible, but, and was starting to gain weight too. So I was completely confused. But through the grace of God, have been blessed to get out of that part of my life and given wisdom through prayer from God on how, and my experience too, that He's allowed me to have this amazing practice, to have this amazing ministry to help you all out of it, as I was rescued as well and recovered and liberated and live completely free to take care of my body and do it with love and affection instead of with anger and frustration. I just know that a lot of times women, especially myself, would go to dieting because we were angry with our bodies, because we were frustrated with what our bodies, because they weren't doing what we expected them to do. And we just kept feeling like we were failing and nothing was working. So that's my mission to help women to really find stability in their lives, to find a healthy relationship with food, and just to feel good and to feel free and to live out the life that God intended you to live in complete freedom and liberation. So I'm happy to help you in that. So today's scripture is, I have the right to do anything you say, but not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but I will not be mastered by anything, right? So we can do whatever we want, right? But it's not always the best thing for us. Or we have the right to do whatever we want, but at the same time, you don't want to be mastered by anything. So over these next 5 days, it's your opportunity to lay down your fears, to lay down any past guilt and shame around sugar, and just give it to the Lord. Whether you're a believer or not, that's okay, but you can lay it down, the guilt, the fear, the shame, and it's a new day. Today's your day one. We're going to start fresh today. And I'm excited to be here to be your support person. And we have each other in community, which is so huge. So I'm a huge proponent of community and the value of learning from each other and growing from each other and having that sense of accountability and community and surrounding each other with support. So if you start to get to know people in this group, I really encourage you to reach out to each other if you feel like you really wanted to connect to somebody. Whenever you're in community, you're 97% more likely to be successful in the outcome, that the goal that you have. You're more likely to be successful in that outcome. So being part of this group is already a first step for you in your success. So make a decision today that this is going to be your week, that you are going to be detoxing sugar this week. It's always important to have a plan in advance before you get confronted with foods that you're struggling with. So have your meal plan in place, have your foods available in place, make your decision already. If you need to tell other people that you're doing this for accountability, that really helps, because sometimes you just don't want to let people down or even let yourself down, or just reach out to them for support. I know right now we're between the holidays, and sometimes we just might have been experiencing Last Supper sugar binging because of doing this. Maybe you're struggling with sugar for some time now, and now you need to be done with it. Or maybe you just want to eat healthier and just get a fresh start and are just curious about what I'm doing and teaching this week. You're all welcome here, and I'm happy that you're here and made a decision for yourself. Like I said, either way, today is your day one, and you're making a decision to eliminate sugar, alcohol, wheat, rice, dairy, and excess fruit and sugars from your diet. Honestly, what I would like you to do is consider this an experiment. Sometimes when we have our expectations so high and we're saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do 100%, and then something happens and then we feel like we fail. But let's not take it like that. Make your goals lofty, but be gracious at the same time. Because kind of let's consider this an experiment. Let's go for it. Experiment and see what you can push through. Experiment and see how you can build your character in this process and how your body's going to feel. Your body's amazing. Our bodies are amazing creations, and it's really our obligation, really, to take care of them as best as we can. So um, there's nothing wrong. I just want to let you know too, there's nothing inherently wrong with sugar. I know culture will tell us that it's not evil or deadly or super crazy toxic. I mean, it can be, but or it's not like our narcotic. I know that's been in the media circulating over the years, but it's not really chemically addictive. It could be emotionally addictive because or physically at a level, because if there's any emotions that you're having, maybe a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, even depression, feeling lonely, you're angry, you're tired, or any of those things, or even like really hungry, then we may go to sugar. And sugar actually does have a brain chemical effect, and it can trigger serotonin. It does trigger serotonin. It does trigger oxytocin, that comfy, cozy hormone. It does trigger dopamine. And that's kind of like that reward center of our brain. So if we're feeling down, if we're feeling frustrated, if we're feeling lonely, eating sugar does honestly trigger those hormones and helps us, or brain chemicals, and helps us to feel better. However, unfortunately, it's a half truth. It doesn't last that long, right? It helps in the moment, but when we rely on it continually, instead of relying on God or relying on friendships or relying on understanding how to manage your emotions, then it causes major problems, right? That's why some of you are here. We just kind of feel out of control. We need to find another way to manage emotions than using sugar as a crutch or as a substitute that just isn't going to work. So today, you can say, I can say no to sugar and I will be okay. I'm not mastered by anything but by God, and today is my day one. This week, I will help you discover the source and the solution to your constant cravings. And I would really encourage you all just to take a moment and imagine what it will feel like when your body is your ally, when you're working with it toward healthy living. So you can just sit and imagine, like, what is that going to look like for you? What's your reason why? Why are you doing this? Why is this important to you? And what do you really want? And put yourself in that place. Imagine your body being your perfect ally and feeling your best and being your best. And my answer to this, the reason why I do this all, is because why not? Why can't we feel our best? And there's all the reasons why we can and we should and we need to be. So I'm here for you on this journey and excited to show you how to do this. So the bottom line is that, like I said, you crave more of what you eat. And it could be, because of emotions, it could be memories, it could be gut bacteria memory. We use sugar as comfort. Sometimes, if you're feeling sad or down or lonely, and you recall a memory of enjoying frozen yogurt with your mom or a sibling or a good friend, and you're like, oh man, I remember that feeling. So I'm feeling lonely, so I'm going to go grab myself something sweet. But unfortunately, we can't reproduce that experience because that person's not there to connect with. And many times we crave sugar or carbohydrates because we're actually craving deeper, more intimate connections with people. And sometimes it's just hard to do. And I'm going to talk about that later on this week when we talk about emotional eating. So this week, let's summarize. This week, you will be able to, or you will find yourself losing some weight, feeling energized. You're just going to start craving healthier foods. You're going to stabilize your blood sugar. You're going to notice that you're definitely getting better sleep, enjoying healthier skin, which is always nice. Eliminate bloating, such a common thing. Strengthen your immune system, get rid of headaches, and then you're going to find yourself healing more quickly whenever you get sick. So I hope that you're excited about this week. Start diving into that meal plan. Start utilizing the resources I'm giving you. If you need that liver detox, use it. Now's your time. Now's your chance. If you need support in this group, you can stay in my Facebook group here and share your progress. And I'm here for you. So let me know if you need anything. One of the other things I wanted to mention too before we finish up here is a lot of times too, we can have this thing called Candida overgrowth. Candida is a fungus that is naturally found in our bodies, but a lot of times when people are using antibiotics over the years, we to kill off the healthy bacteria and the negative and healthy bacteria in our bodies. And that actually causes a gut dysbiosis, or an offsetting of the healthy bacteria and a balance in your gut, which also contributes to increased in fungi such as Candida. Candida is really loves sugar. And a lot of times if we have Candida overgrowth, we especially crave sugar. You can tell initially if you open your mouth, stick out your tongue and take a look at it. If there's like a white fuzzy layer on your tongue, that's an indicator of Candida overgrowth. If you have bloating, if you have low energy, skin issues, rashes, things like that, that can also be an indicator of Candida overgrowth. If you have headaches or bloating, like I said, for sure, even anxiety. Anxiety, muscle tension is an indicator. A lot of times too, where there's Candida, there's also parasites. So it's recommended, I recommend to my over 40 group, that to do a parasite cleanse at least once a year in the spring. And I showed them how to do that there too. But let me know if you have questions about that. I do have some remedies for Candida overgrowth. But when you're eliminating sugar this week, just know that if your cravings are really, really strong and it's hard to do, just know that if you're denying these bacteria, these negative bacteria, food that they want, they're going to die off. And that's a good thing. So just hold tight, use that sweet treat alternative list if you really need it. I just like to supplement with some yummy coffee with heavy whipping cream, and actually can't do that this week because of dairy, but just some coffee with some alternatives, milk in there, unsweetened, and it'll help you. So just to get by if you want something sweet or just something else tasty to supply you that sweet. So just make sure that you understand that, and that could be a thing. But whatever you don't feed will die. Whatever you feed will live. So let's not feed that this week. And you're going to start noticing your body shifting and changing. So, oh yeah, I probably should share this real quick. All right. So your sugar cycle, I'll copy and paste this into the video with the video. So the sugar cycle, basically what's happening when you're craving sugar is typically if your blood sugar is low, or if you feel like your energy is low, then the cravings hit. And then you want to eat carbs, of course. Then you spike your blood sugar up again. Insulin, which is released from your pancreas, comes out to help to bring that carbohydrate into your cells for energy. So insulin's released. And then the more we do that, the more body fat production or body fat storage we accumulate. So many times when women start sugar detoxing as a foundational piece to their health, they're also going to notice some weight loss because water is being released, toxins are being released, and also some body fat is being released. The key, I'm just going to throw this out there real quick. The key to losing body fat is not calories. It's actually controlling your blood sugar. And this is scientific. It's our body's anatomy. It's our physiology. It's our our metabolism. This is just how this works. So if you are keeping your blood sugar low and stable, then your body is able to reach into body fat stores for energy and use that for fuel once you run out of carbs that are circulating in your body. So just know that I'm just saying that right now. I'm going to elaborate on this more. It's actually the basis of my weight loss program for women over 40 in the Ageless Body Blueprint. And welcome to those ladies who are here. Thank you for coming and doing this, supporting me, but then also doing something new for yourself as well. So yeah, I'm just going to throw that out there. So if you have more questions about that, let me know. I'll probably talk about it more in the future. But let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you need anything, you can do it in the comments. I'm going to, once I get off here, I'll check them and I'll reply. But yeah, if you have a friend that wants to join, or if you feel like this would be great for a friend to jump in, just listen, welcome them in. This is a free course. It's complimentary this week. So I'm happy to have anybody and anyone who really needs a little extra support here. So before I go, the homework assignment for this week is just to grab your groceries, get what you need to prepare for this week. If you need to clean out your kitchen or pantry and get rid of any foods that are tempting, do that, or hide them away, give them away, throw them away, whatever you need to do to ensure your success for this week. So I hope you have a fantastic day. Once you've completed your assignment, in the comment section here or reply to my video, go ahead and put done or completed. Actually, put done, and that means that will tell me that you completed your homework, and then I can enter you into the raffle. And then tomorrow, at the beginning of our day 2, I will announce our raffle winner for the day. Okay, so anyway, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard here in my group or on my Zoom room. And tomorrow we're going to talk about how to combat emotional eating. So I can't wait to see you all tomorrow, and have a great week. Take care. Bye.